digest it without heavy processing. Cellulolysis would be hugely inefficient.
Are you still trying to figure out how to eat Helios flora?
Oh, shoot. I was talking out loud again.
Entering atmosphere. LZ in sight.
That's a long way to fall. That's it. Took one out. We're all clear.
Those are the coordinates we were sent.
In the message about the Salarians?
Let's stay sharp!
Cat! Betrayal, yes, for us.
Let's look around. They might have left something. From their gear, they were hoping to capture someone.
Probably me. Sorry about that. Though, if you'd broken a sweat, I'd be sorrier.
You sent us the message about the Salarian Ark?
Yes, Major Salin Varn, STG, retired, of course.
What's STG?
Special Tasks Group. Back home, we were field agents who gathered intelligence and handled inconveniences.
The Salarian Union's fixers.
If you prefer. As I said, these days I stick with retiree.
A lot of people came to Andromeda for a fresh start.
I'm sure I'll enjoy mine when I find it. Let's be frank. There are too many inconsistencies aboard our Ark. They only make sense if someone betrayed us to the Ket. My best suspect is a biologist, Dr. Elaaden, but the evidence is thin. I need a Pathfinder to verify what I've found, or I risk arresting an innocent man.
Who's Elaaden? Why would he betray his Ark?
An ex-military biologist from the early wake-up team on our Ark. He claims to be studying the Ket. As for why, I intend to ask him.
Couldn't Reika help you solve this?
I trust Reika implicitly, but I can't say the same for her team. You're obviously trustworthy. If you were involved, you wouldn't have saved our Ark in the first place.
All right, I'm in. How do we catch your traitor?
I only have 2 leads left. Dr. Elaaden's equipment and a Ket who might be his handler. I need you and your Sam to analyze them. If we show Dr. Elaaden's in regular contact with the Ket, that will prove he's the one.
What's the standard punishment for Ket collaborators?
Most people would settle for an angry mob, but I like to think justice made the trip out here. Remember Dr. Elaaden's equipment and his Ket contact. This has to be watertight. Good luck.
Jaal! Jaal! Wait. Is that bad news?
No, the Pathfinder is interested where I am. Ryder, this is my true mother, Una.
Vanguard.
Jaal asked me how much he admires you.
Really?
My favorite. Smart, loyal, kind. A great shot. Writes poetry, sews.
Mother.
I am late resistant.
Everyone is right. Is where I spent most of my days growing up. Me, my sister, Guana, our cousin, Ed, then baby Sue, Jaal.
Cozy.
Real food. And here's my tiny sanctuary.
We have a saying that I like. Home is where the heart is.
I like that. Oh, no. Who put this here?
Schematics? Of...
When I was 7, my aunt stole a Ket weapon for me. So I took it apart to learn.
And that was a Karkin.
Pet Karkin. Alfit. He died. So I also took him apart.
To learn?
Why not? I never show people these things, but I feel like we're family.
I'm glad Ephra threw you on my ship.
Hey, there's one more thing you might like. Sit there.
Been interesting so far. Nice. You made that?
Long ago. It's not accurate. More of a dream, really. Just one more thing I want to take apart and figure out.
Me too, Jaal. Me too.
Later, I want to see that check in when you can.
Message was from a G agent.
One who then your people were betrayed.
That's
SSG will involve
Let me concentrate.
You know where I'll be.
Vetra, look. I really want to help. You realize that even if I do find it, it's gonna cost you.
And you know I'm always true to my word, so just get it done. I'm hearing the Ket activity's down. I bet the Archon's still nursing his wounds. That means he can be beaten. The Ket can be beaten. People are waking up to that.
Didn't sound like you were discussing Ket over comms when I walked in, though.
Wasn't. I have a friend keeping a lookout for a lamp. One brought from home, but stolen in the revolt.
I didn't think you were so sentimental.
Only one. As her father sent instruments. Cora, her rare that Liam collects. These are important.
What I left.
Sorry.
Prize positions is a really ugly lamp.
The minute my first job had this lamp. When he was mean, I'd focus on it so he wouldn't see me upset. Now I keep it so where I started. My life was doing stuff to survive, taking shit from assholes, or being one. I don't have to do that anymore. I can start over. Yes.
Do you really want to start over after everything you've been through?
I don't know. The point is, I have the choice of changing if I want to. For a while, I didn't care that I'd lost the limp. Everything was a mess and it just didn't matter. But we've made brighter, smaller again. People are sharing a dream.
It's nice seeing you like this.
No. I like for once. Let's hope this is just the start.
Suvi, that woman on the Nexus, she's a widow of one of my pilots.
The people you were training to explore the Scourge?
Zoe's wife was lost out there. For a fellow pilot, one does the right thing.
Like making sure you got enough crits.
It's the least I can do. The most is conquering the Scourge once and for all. Beginning approach.
Voeld orbit is steady.
Approaching the LZ.
That's Techix, according to my map.
Imagine being posted out here. Must be lonely.
Are we friends, Cora?
I think so. I hope so.
But you never talk to me the way you do to
friends with him.
Don't let him hear that. I'll never live it down.
Shouldn't he know how you feel? I'm misunderstanding something.
We're friends, Jaal. And Drax an ass. The good kind.
I think I understand now why the Asari are such a force in your galaxy.
Things are different in Andromeda. I forgot that for a while.
Cora, it'll be ashamed that you put your faith in others. In order to learn, we must open our hearts. What else is there?
This must be Dr. Adam's workspace, the one the ST.
Stupid machines ruining my business.
This equipment has been sterilized with a standard radioisotope. There are trace elements of biomaterial that could be consistent with excitation pods.
Or they could be leftovers from Adam's experiments.
The agent mentioned a Ket handler, too. have.
Bionic.
What does it feel like? Does it hurt?
When you really let loose, it's like a massive, deadly sneeze.
Amazing. What's a sneeze?
My sensors are detecting Ket technology, Pathfinder.
On approach!
Think that's it.
Get a scan.
Turrets! That SCG agent was right. This cat was Dr. Adam's contact. They're vulnerable. Hit them now!
I'm detecting below normal. Port restored.
Let's get a scan.
Falling Pathfinder. Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters. This Milky Way device implanted. Particle vibration on the transmitter resembles Salarian encryptions.
Resembles doesn't prove much. The cat could have found the implant on the Salarian Ark. Lastly, Adam's betrayal on the financial.
Hang him for that.
We could head to the Nexus and ask Reika about this. Maybe she knows something.
The temperature is falling, Pathfinder.
I think Lexi wanted to speak to you.
You have new email at your terminal, Pathfinder.
Voeld orbit is steady.
Speak with the administrator and get this sorted out. Pathfinder?
So, that wave we were expecting... hit. Maybe it'll be better tomorrow.
The Moshae said you remember when the Ket arrived.
My father's oldest friend was chosen to be his ambassador to Ket. The day he left, they embraced as brothers. All the Ket sent back was his badge, and a holo recording I wasn't allowed to watch. I was too young to understand why everyone was scared. Why my father mourned for months.
I can imagine how terrifying that was for a child.
What frightened me was seeing how helpless my parents felt. All our leaders were confused and fearful. The terror made us hesitate. Cats, they'll try the same with you. Be ready.
I said you want to hear my experience with the cat, to learn from it.
I do. Tell me about it.
They had just arrived. I was on a serious shot to Voeld when we received the message the spaceport was on lockdown. Security officers due to the cat. We were supposed to land at a nearby mountain and wait for the clear. Instead of landing, the shuttle captain turned back. Something felt wrong, he said. He told the land was a cat transmit isolators for capture. The captain had saved our lives.
You can't have been more than a child when that happened.
I was old enough to know life would never be the same.
Van? Be in a resistant holding cell.
That was Vetra's plan. He wanted to throw me down a hole once he got his precious answers. The Moshae convinced him to release me here. I volunteer and they let me see sunlight.
You didn't trade one cell for another, after all. And you get fresh air.
And servitude, dressed up like forgiveness. The Moshae keeps her high ground, and I'm the traitor who gets a second chance.
It's better than what Sloan would have done to you.
Lucky me. Not paid to stand around. Oh, that's right. They're not paying me at all.
Pathfinder.
Have something to celebrate.
We're still good.
Take home a...
The Moshae said we should speak. You were evil.
Our city on Havarl to offer lavish gifts. We lined up along the street to watch the alien walk with our ambassador. As it passed, it stopped and knelt in front of me. I still dream of what it said. Young one, you are meant for greatness.
The cat lured your people into a false friendship.
It worked. A month later, our council disappeared. Our city groaned to chaos. When it came again, it would conquer us at our weakest. They're cunning. They know what you desire and they offer it. Be careful.
Ryder, Lexi was looking for you.
I always have time for you.
You probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
Ah, you acquired the components?
Yes, I'm looking forward to seeing what you and Gil put together.
He's very gifted. If, when we succeed, more of your people can experience our stories as they are meant to be enjoyed. Goda Tavetara, the Lulia Reborn trilogy. I'm weeping a bit already.
We need to talk about Sam.
Dr. Taparo does not approve of how we escaped the Ket containment field on the Archon's flagship.
By stopping the Pathfinder's heart? No, I do not approve.
We didn't have a choice. If there had been another option, I would have taken it.
How can you be so calm about this? Ryder, Sam killed you. Yes, he brought you back, but what if he didn't?
I cannot learn without the Pathfinder. That would be akin to killing a part of myself.
Your lines of code, you can't die.
Hurting me goes against Sam's design.
Because AI have never acted against their designs before. Look, I'm not against Sam. I'm not against you, Sam. But my job's hard enough without an AI stopping your heart. Even to save your life.
All right, I'll find a new party trick.
Have Gil teach you three-card Monty or something.
Lexi, I apologize for any distress I have caused you.
And I'm sorry for calling you lines of code. You're more than that. Even if you don't have cells to prove it.
standoff in the Nexus Commons has ended with the death of notorious hacker Catherine Nye, better known as Knight. Avena consoles across the station are now back online. Nexus Security reminds residents that tampering with the consoles is a serious offense. This is HNS.
Any logistics updates are due within the hour.
Ah, Ryder. Grab a seat.
So afterwards, the cat got twitchy. Took me a while to get back.
They might be afraid you're close to figuring out exaltation.
Oh, I hope so.
It's satisfying to wipe smug look off cat faces.
Your star maps were helpful, by the way.
Oh, of course. I'll be charting the Scourge for a while, though Ryder's data from the vaults is helping.
I'll send you our latest.
I'll take a copy as well. Anything to expand the search grid.
You're still looking for stasis pods?
And finding them. Having a partner AI makes one hell of a difference. I guess I need to train a successor, and figure out how to prepare them.
I don't think this is a job you can prepare for. You live it, and do your best.
There's only one way to find out what kind of Pathfinder you are.
Ha. Guess so.
In the meantime, we've a serious matter to deal with. The first vintage bottled in Andromeda. Sent as a gift.
A good thing I brought my flask. Damn, that smells good.
Since we've got a moment to ourselves, shall we toast?
To our crews, our Sams, and each other. May we always find our path home.
Ryder, always a pleasure. I hear you're assisting Major Salem Varn's investigation into Dr. Elaaden.
You know Salem?
I met him once or twice. A remarkable agent, despite his age. Unfortunately, my attempts to aid him have stalled.
What do you make of Salem's theory that someone betrayed your people?
It seems monstrous, but the more I consider it, the more the facts seem to fit. I've tried enlisting Ark leadership, those who woke first, but they've been busy, unhelpful, or both. Perhaps we should get creative.
Hey, if we don't break the rules, who will?
One of the Ark officers who woke early, Rand Lawn, has an apartment here. If he's too busy to help, you could scan around, carefully, see what you can find.
A reminder to all personnel, overtime hours remain in effect.
Hello again.
Superintendent Cash reminds everyone, all power grid adjustments must be approved beforehand.
A ray of hope for sleep-starved residents. Maintenance begins on malfunctioning sun lamps, causing unending daylight in some Nexus quarters. This is HNS.
I talk to my family every day. They can't believe how...
Havarl opens on Nexus
Locked.
I may be able to hack this, Pathfinder. There may be additional clues, Pathfinder.
It's been watered recently.
A single fiber is caught on a leaf. It shows traces of nevetamine.
A drug?
A neurodepressant reported in some Andromeda life. This plant is not one of them.
Freshly vacuumed.
Traces of dust still remain. Based on the Scourge radiation count, they came from a remote world.
So Rand Lawn, or someone in his apartment, when exploring out there.
What are you doing in my apartment?
You must be Rand Lawn.
Yes. You're the one who saved our Ark. What are you doing here?
I'm conducting an investigation about the Salarian Ark. I wanted to check a few things.
Ah, I did hear about this. I was too busy to assist. I suppose I'll have to make the time. What do you need?
I'd like to ask Dr. Elaaden a few questions. Do you know him or where he is?
Oh yes. Aden's some sort of biologist. We were among the first to wake up. Difficult times. I haven't seen him since the Ark was rescued. Why Aden?
Salen Varn mentioned.
Salen? Huh, I see. If the Major's at it again, this makes more sense.
What do you mean?
No, I won't spread rumors. You can go, but I wouldn't break into any more homes on Salen's advice.
If I've been misled, I should hear these rumors.
The Major is brilliant, but he's just been in STG too long. He's been bothering us with conspiracies since he woke up. It's common in retired agents. They can't navigate a world without espionage.
I see.
Look, let's forget this happened. For the Major's sake. Goodbye, Pathfinder.
Still got that planet identified, Sam?
Yes, Pathfinder.
Let's see why Rand or his friends are going to the middle of nowhere.
These power outages make no sense.
They offered to put me on the transfer list for an outpost, but I didn't know.
What? Why? That's why you came here in the first place. I have friends on the station now.
All clear.
Residents are still mourning the loss of the Ark.
All systems green.
on course. Salarian Architects.
Pathfinder, this site could support an initiative outpost. This area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface. Pathfinder, these are the approximate coordinates extrapolated from the Salarian apartment.
No sign anyone was here.
There's sand traps all over. Let's look under the surface. Something was here, then dragged. That way.
scavengers. Might be trouble.
The trail leads right to them. He's alive. Barely. Pass the Metagel. Let's get him back on his feet. Salen, what happened to you?
Salen? Very familiar for our first real meeting.
You're sure he's okay?
I contacted you, hoping one of my suspects would do something reckless, and unfortunately, he did. I imagine I was supposed to vanish out here while he used my cloak device. Any Salen you met was Dr. Elaaden in disguise.
Wait, He asked me to analyze leads that could implicate him.
Let me guess. Elaaden asked you to scan the leads. I suspected the traitor was hiding messages on optical encoders. Those messages were the real proof I needed, but a powerful scanner like yours would wipe them. Elaaden used you and, my investigation to cover his tracks. Canny bastard.
I feel like you and Dr. Elaaden are taking turns yanking my strings.
Then who was Elaaden's puppeteer? Everything comes back to our Ark. Elaaden didn't have the clearance to alter logs or affect the nav computer, yet he's obviously guilty. I suspect Elaaden is the front man for a conspiracy involving the Ket. He's the key to blowing it open.
Enough conspiracies. I'm not going to be used again.
Elaaden tried to murder me. What might he do to say, your brother? He overlooked the last piece of evidence. The dart used to poison me still, inside with the ballistics intact. We could prove Elaaden's guilt. He'd agree to meet you. My people could finally have justice. But it's your decision.
We'd need somewhere to meet Elaaden, somewhere neutral.
There are caves on Kadara that might be suitable.
Send the word.
So I ran into Sid the last time we... And that she was busy wrangling some connections.
Right, yeah. She's investigating open work.
Smoke in the distance. Probably the crashed ship we're looking for. Ket killing other Ket?
They really are going all out.
I like this quiet.
What's this?
It appears to be a cat data log, Pathfinder. It may contain data of some variety.
Can we access this data, Sam?
The device is locked.
Anything you can do to bypass the lock?
This is beyond my current capabilities. We have never encountered a cat device with security like this before. I suggest we bring it back to the Tempest for further analysis.
Suvi might be able to figure it out.
All systems green.
It's almost unbelievable that some of the Ket would be fighting their own. The Ket always seems so monolithic, almost faceless. I wish we saw more of that fighting. Wouldn't shed a tear if they wiped themselves out. Whatever they've done, they're still a unique, fascinating species. It's hard for me to wish them all dead. Anyway, about this Ket device you found by their destroyed ship. It's secured with a biometric lock that can only be activated with a specific genetic code.
So, like a fingerprint scan, except with a genetic fingerprint.
Exactly. Whatever's in this, it's probably only meant for trusted individuals.
So you're saying I have to track down some Ket?
But that would be impossible, Ryder. Remember those Ket genetic samples you scanned on Voeld? Lexi's been working on the data, and I have an idea that just might work. We should go talk with her when you have time.
Got your memo, Suvi. Data's right here, but I'm not sure what you're expecting to find.
Tell me you have it all sequenced.
Yes, of course. It was the first thing I...
Perfect. Sam, can you test combinations of sequences against the lock?
Testing.
Brute force, Dr. Anwar?
Tried and true methods. And with Sam's processing speed, it should take no time.
Key found.
Whoa. We thought it was a data log, but it's not. It's...
It just locked onto a transmission.
Does it compromise our security?
The device is a receiver. It will not reveal our location.
This transmission is audio.
The Archon has abandoned our way, spurns tradition, defies protocol. He abuses his authority, obsesses over remnant secrets, and keeps us cut off from home. This cannot continue. He will return to the path of right or be destroyed. This is my promise. An Archon stands tall only while we hold him up.
Someone's gunning for the Archon. I'd say that's something we can exploit.
You don't mean try to make some kind of deal?
Don't know yet. What else is in the transmission?
It's the same stuff. It repeats. I wonder if there's a way to trace the signal. Scanning for nav point. I'll transmit it to your Omni tool, in case you'll check it out.
What do you think we'll find out there?
I don't know. It might be a base of Ket dissidents organizing against the Archon.
Whatever it is, please be careful, Ryder.